like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yes, good morning, top of the morning. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly. Showtime Sizzle. I am the source. I want to start off by saying happy Friday, or um, let's not get distracted for the Terrence Crawford supporters, right? You guys, I know social media right now. A lot of content creators, aka content haters, are upset with the content creators that were going for Terrence Crawford. The content creators that are still celebrating Terrence Crawford's victory. Don't feel bad. Number one, continue to celebrate, because this is a fight that was 5 years in the making, right? 5 years in the making. Not only was it 5 years in the making, it was a fight that a lot of people spoke about. And for the ones that truly are Terrence Crawford supporters and fans, Terrence wasn't always talked about in a proper light when it pertained to this fight being made, and things of that nature. But what we did see come and play out was, and I'm going to highlight some of this stuff. We got to see Terrence. We got to see Terrence blow up, right? Glow up. Because right now he is glowing. But we got to see him blow up and glow up, right? And for the ones that was with him, supporting him, putting out content, because you had so many putting out content. And his team, they speak about this, Bomac, saying how Bernie the Boxer, all of them, even Terrence himself, on being blackballed and ridiculed in the media, things of that nature. But we just witnessed these two guys, right? And I wanna share something. I'm gonna share this on my screen. Give me a second. That's why I felt I had to get up early, a little extra early. Normally, you know me, I do this, Mr. Kill two birds with one stone. But I was like, let me get up a little early, bang this out for y'all so I can really break this down and set the pace. Because that's what I do. I set the pace, right? I set the pace. And I set the pace. You know why I set the pace? Because I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to this YouTube, this boxing content creator, blogging, a lot of people aren't going to give you your flowers, right? A lot of people will steal your stuff, won't cite you, none of that. But check out the vibes right here. I want to highlight this. So Dan Raphael, I want to highlight this, right? And that's why I don't want you guys to not celebrate, man. I want you guys not to celebrate. So it is being reported, all right, that both of the fighters are making $25 million now, right? And I want you guys who actually supported Bud, stood next to him throughout this whole ordeal, to continue to celebrate, continue to say nan and poo poo, because before this fight was ever made, this man, his team, they were thrown in the ringer by a lot of these same content creators that now are trying to move the goalposts and say that people are vicariously trying to live through Bud's victory. Like let them come on here and do whatever they need to do to make it through their day, right? Because that's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to save face because they watched a fighter that they idol worship. That's why I always was big on saying idol worshiping, and the jig is up. They watched a fighter that they worshiped as a god, that they did content for, speaking on him as a god, get demolished. Now, when he got demolished, it not only bruised his ego, it also bruised their ego, because they sat online and called themselves building up a fight. But yet, in so building up the fight, what did they do? They pushed lies. They tried to downsize one fighter's accomplishments in the sport in order to make the other fighter seem like he was better, bigger, more of everything. But when the actual fight played out, the fighter that they did this for not only was the lesser of the two, he looked like he didn't belong. Now you add that to the fact that the fighter that they talked about, lied about, is the reason why a lot of this played out, because he got in that ring and did to Earl Spence what he did to him. But like I said, they made out good, as Dan Raphael's reporting. And the thing that I want to stand on and highlight, if this is the numbers, I know earlier numbers were saying 7, maybe 8, but now they're saying 650. Regardless, this will be both of these guys' highest pay-per-view. And I'm going to continue to keep stressing this, because the one that you said was the big A seller, right? Needed Terrence Crawford. They always said Terrence Crawford never sells, doesn't do this. But why, when the A-side guy fought Terrence Crawford, he did his highest pay-per-view? Shattering. We're going to go with the 650, because even the 650 shatters the Mikey Garcia numbers. And it is an all-time high for the big fish. And I know you guys are going to say, well, it was the all-time high for Terrence. But we got to remember, you guys always said Terrence Crawford's fans, his supporters, don't buy the fights. Somebody must have bought this fight if they did Earl Spence's highest as well. So that narrative that Terrence doesn't sell can no longer fly. Not only can it not fly, it never made sense. Because to be honest, Earl Spence's supporters don't really support. And I'm just being honest, because you see him beat up, bruised up now. What are you guys doing? You guys are making excuses for him, and he didn't make excuses for himself. You guys aren't pointing out the things that maybe this is the reason why this happened, But you guys are making excuses. You guys are not standing on your square. You're not highlighting what really took place. And the ones that are highlighting it, you want to say, get a life. You're trying to live vicariously through Terrence's victory. No, what we are doing is pointing out the obvious. The obvious is that Earl Spence took this fight. He really wasn't training. And you're going to say, how do you know he really wasn't training? He was still trying to cut weight a week before, 2 days, 3 days before the fight. But yet, their interpretation from his supporters who now are making excuses, who are now crying. Yes, crying. You guys are online crying. But prior to this, look how big he is. He's in the best shape of his life. But yet he was trying to make that mark of 147 a week before. But he was in the best shape of his life. He was all of these things. You know what really happened? And it's fitting. It's godly that it happened on the grandest of stages. Because this is something this guy has been doing. His team has been doing for so long. But yet, through manipulation, hopefully I said that right, I'm a little tongue-tied. Maybe I need to go get something to drink this morning. But through the media, the bloggers, they've been able to hide. That's why it was so fitting when Brian McIntyre said, can't hide no more, Derek. Because he knew, just as well as Terrence knew, that July 29th, they was going to dance. Bud and Spence, the fish and the hunter, were going to dance. The teams were going to dance. And you say, how are the teams dancing? Because it is a team sport. It is an individual fight. But it's a team sport because as Spence has strength and conditioning coaches, so too did Bud. As Bud has trainers and coaches, so too did Earl Spence. Now, these guys all come together to get their fighter, Terrence and Earl, ready. And July 29th, we seen which team prepared for battle. And we seen which team didn't. Now, a lot of people are upset at the ones that were rooting for Terrence continuing to celebrate. And I tell you guys, don't stop celebrating. Continue. Because if it was the latter, right? And Earl Spence won this fight, these same people that are on here now telling you that you're vicariously living through a fighter that you will not see nothing from will be right on here doing pretty much the same. Probably even more. They will be on here saying that, I told you Terrence wasn't the lesser of men. He never fought nobody, yada, yada, yada. But see, they cannot do that right now. They cannot do that, and they cannot stand on nothing because Earl Spence, like I said, was destroyed. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close across the board. The only thing that it was close on was the hype, the build-up, right? Earl Spence talked a hell of a game. His coach talked a hell of a game. His team members talked a hell of a game. And now they can't even save face. You know, I'm seeing a lot of comments from my content. People are saying that it was Mo3's spirit that was with Terrence. I don't know. Maybe so. But I do know that Terrence made this fight look rather easy. But if we point out everything that has been going on, it's fitting because this is the guy that took the easy route. And when people were saying that, myself and others, World Combat Sports and others, were saying that the easy route ruined Earl Spence, it was validation for us It was validation for Terrence Crawford. It was validation for Bomac. It was validation for Bernie the boxer and many others that been saying that this was going to happen. That, and I say this respectfully, that he was going to beat the stuffings out of that turkey. And if we did not witness that, but I think one of the best things, right, and I'm going to highlight this, one of the best things to come out of this fight right here was this. Let me get to this video. This was probably one of the best to come out. Right here. Here it is right here. Because this video, and I'm going to let it continue to play. I'm not going to play the audio. But I want to let it play. And I spoke about this. I spoke this into existence. The tongue is very powerful. As you can see, you see Terrence gracious in victory. Earl Spence, on the other hand, humble in defeat. We have never seen him look this way. Fat lip, closed eyes, missing teeth. But I felt that this was a powerful, powerful moment. Because you see two warrior brothers from distant tribes, but two warrior brothers embrace. And Terrence thanking him, right? And Terrence, after beating him, defeating him, as a true brother does, attempting to uplift him, hugging him and telling him, I appreciate you. Thank you for making this happen. But more importantly, telling him you are a great fighter. Now, people were mad at me for talking down on him. No, I am uplifting him. I have been uplifting him forever, but I no longer can, you know? And I told the world that he was going to get this humbling ass whooping, and how I attempted to try to uplift him many times is through my content, pointing out his flaws, slow, stiff, flat-footed, because he has people around him like the one that's in the background, the other one that's in the background, with the look of disgust, with the look of wickedness across their face. Why is this man in the back overlooking, as well as his other team member overlooking? And you can see the wickedness in their eyes and in their face. This right here was a great moment. But yet the two onlookers that I highlighted, wicked, were still mad. At the end of the day, the fight is over. The battle is won. Why are you still mad? These two brothers are professional prize fighters. And from the photo that I just posted, they fought for the grandest of prizes. The belts of becoming the first undisputed champion and the monetary prize of $25 million. So why are you looking mad and upset, you demonic, wicked individuals? It's because you lied. Not only did you lie, you stood on those lies, and the fight didn't go your way. But much respect to Earl Spence. I hope this humbling beatdown awakens you now to look at a lot of the people that are surrounding you, to look at some of the people that you have near you, because there is no reason for your coach to be looking at this moment that you and Terrence had with that type of expression on his face. On his face, because you guys shared something. You guys made history. You spelled blood together in that ring. And for your coach to be looking over this with that type of disgust, wickedness, foulness in his eyes and in his face is disgusting. And I am going to continue to do my job on my platform and point out the wicked, the foul, because that is all I can do for you now, brother. That is all I can do for you. And I hopefully you heard the words of Bernie the boxer, how after you was beaten, broken down, this man did not be by your side. Look how he's looking at you. You know who I did see by your side? Maybe you should have had him up there when you was conducting your interview, but you couldn't because he is a rapper. But I did see him with his arm around you, walking you back into the locker room. You know, I did see your father, senior, embrace you after the fight was over. You know, beautiful, beautiful to see that. But I just did see your coach, who was on record to saying he wanted to see you get knocked out. He didn't want to stop the fight. He wanted to see you get knocked out. Why? I would have rather seen him throw in the towel and let you go enjoy your $25 million. But this man wanted to see you get ruined and damaged, you know? Because at the end of the day, this is the hurt business. And from the looks of this picture and the looks of you in the post-fight interview, you took enough hurt. So why continue to be hurt? Yes, you want to go out on your shield. But at the end of the day, is going out on your shield going to do anything for you other than hurt you more? Because regardless of them throwing in the towel, you still are a warrior. You are a defeated warrior. But going out on your shield, you are still a defeated warrior that now may have taken more punishment and damage than need be. Hopefully you caught that sauce. But back to the topic, man. Bud Crawford supporters continue to rejoice. And I say rejoice for him because you see how he is carrying it. He is carrying it with class and dignity, just as you supporters, myself and others, are still carrying it with class and dignity. We are bragging for this man. So when you hear these haters, these content haters say you are vicariously living through, no, you're not. You are celebrating and rejoicing something that you believed would happen, something that they told you. These same people that are trying to tell you now that you are vicariously living through somebody were telling you that wasn't going to happen. So yes, continue to rejoice. Continue to celebrate. Continue to do like Mama Crawford. Dance, scream, and shout, because you said that your fighter that you believed in was going to be victorious, especially after hearing all of the things that was said about him, that he was dumb, that he was top-ranked Toby, that he didn't practice proper business. Take what we give you. For him to do all these things and win in the fashion that he won in the ring, and win in the fashion that he won in outside the ring, because both of these brothers are walking away with $25 million. There are content creators on here now who are changing their tune. These same content creators were telling him he was pricing himself out, while myself and others were reaching out to him and his team and sending kites and messages like, no, stay on your square, brother. They cannot tell you what you are worth. If that's what you feel you are worth, if that's what you feel that you gave to the sport, that you sacrificed to this sport, and that's what you want to be paid, stand on that by all means. And I'm going to highlight that because You're going to get people on here that's going to play this back and try to critique what I'm saying. But it's just like anything in life. This is their passion. This is their profession. And it's just like if I am a dishwasher, because I talk about dishwashing a lot, about fighters being dishwasher. So it's like if I am a dishwasher and I apply for a job as a dishwasher, and they say, oh, the minimum wage is $15. And I say, no. I am a dishwasher that requires $30. And they like, well, the minimum wage is $15. Take it or leave it. And I say, you know what? I'm going to have to leave it. Because like I said, I am a dishwasher, but I require $30. I know you want to give me half, 15, which is minimum wage, but I don't want that. I require $30. So they might say, why do you feel you require $30? And that's when you run down why you require that. Because you get what you negotiate. You get what you're worth. And that's when you say, well, maybe it was because I have these qualifications as a dishwasher. So there's no difference to what Bud Crawford did as a prize fighter when he said, no, I'm worth more than that. I was already undisputed. I was the linear champion twice already. So kudos to him, man, for staying on his square and both of these guys getting what they deserve. Because, and I say this respectfully, maybe Earl was going to get that, but Terrence wasn't. And Terrence always wanted that. Terrence came with that, and they turned it down. All money's not good money. But you see how God favors the righteous. Favors the righteous. He still got it. Not only did he get it, he got it in such a spectacular fashion that many are still shocked about. And I am going to continue to keep heating up Twitter, all of these social media platforms now, as I've been doing. And yes, continue to celebrate this, y'all. Tomorrow is the replay. Let's have another fish fry. We can have another fish fry tomorrow for those that didn't really get a chance to watch the fight. But at least 600 to 50,000 so far paid for the pay-per-view. And it probably would have did 1 million. It would have did a lot better, man. And I knew this, but it still did good. It still did good enough to warrant them to kill the narratives, because that is both of their all-time highs. But I just think Dana White, smart business guy, threw a pay-per-view with ESPN the same night, and I knew that was going to affect it. And it did. It took away from it a little bit, but it did not diminish it, because both of these guys set records. Earl did not do those numbers with Mikey Garcia. Did. But he did it with a fellow African warrior. Different tribesmen, but he did it with an African warrior in Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford also is a Jones, may I add. The Joneses are strong. We are a strong tribe of men, the Joneses. Deborah Crawford is a Jones. Her mother is a Jones. And the Joneses is a strong bloodline. Hopefully you caught that sauce. But yes, congratulations to both of these guys. And Spence fans, continue to soak. Crawford fans, continue to rejoice. And don't stop rejoicing. I believe the parade is next week, the 12th, I think, or the 10th, the 12th. In Omaha out there. Go out there and celebrate for Terrence for becoming not one, but 2-time undisputed. Go out there and celebrate with his team for not one, but 2-time undisputed team. So, yes, go celebrate with these people, man, and rejoice. Rejoice. See, I got about a half hour left, but I'm going to get out of here a little early. They are paving my road, So, it's going to be a lot of construction vehicles over here. I don't want to get caught up, so I'm going to tip out a little early. Gumbo, Mr. Gumbo, I'm going to get that CMOS out to you this weekend. I would do it today, But I'll do it over the weekend, you know. Because yesterday they had me. I could have did it yesterday, but luckily I didn't because they had me in one area. And one thing about when you're a heavy equipment operator and something takes place, you always get that call. Oh, it was such and such. It was an accident over here. We need you over here. And the moment I was going to attempt to go to the post office and ship that out, like I still might do it now. You know what, Gumbo? I might just do it now, right? Get it on deck because it is Friday. But I was going to ship it out to you yesterday, and as soon as I was heading to the post office, I got the call, and I think y'all I might have been going live. Y'all seen me. They took me out of the area that I was in, and I had to go do a special job. And I was like, yo, they called me over here for this. That's the thing that you deal with as a HEO, a heavy equipment operator. You know, it comes with the territory. But I'm going to get that out to my guy, Gumbo. Soak the sea moss, right? And when you soak it, rinse it off first. I mean, you know, you can't, you probably can't rock with how the sauce rocks. Rinse your sea moss off thoroughly to get all the salt and everything off of it. Then soak it, right? Soak it good. And after you soak it for about a day or two, if you have a blender, you can blend it. I boil mine. You know, put a little water, boil it because it stretches even more. And you're good to go. Good to go. Well, let me set that up for you right now. And also, let me get out the door because I'm going to get out the door early today, man. You know? But once again, salute to both of these warriors, man. And salute to everybody that's rocking with the channel. Listen, you might not be smashing my like button like I like, but it's all right because you're watching. And that's all that matters. You're watching. You know, you're watching. Yeah, Gumbo, I don't want to lose your order. Get it out to you. Send you some sea moss. Yo, my daughters are hilarious. I'm about to wake them up. They want to see the construction workers pave the road. Give my man Gumbo some of this good old moss. Get some of this moss. Sea moss is good for you, man. This is the Viagra of the sea, man. You mess with this right here, I'm telling you. This right here have you cop diesel. Cop diesel. Oh, let me put the camera on so y'all can see what I'm doing, right? See, Gumbo donates to the channels, and I felt bad. You know, he contributes to the channel. So I said, I'll send you some sea moss, brother. I'm gonna put my camera on. Throw the camera on right here. Is the camera on? The camera's not on? Go through the camera on. There it goes. Look, see? This is for Mr. Gumbo right here. Can y'all see that sea moss? Nice. All he has to do, normally I would give it to him like this. Hold on. Show y'all. You know, we do the moss thing over here. Normally I would do it like this, but I don't know how soon it's going to get down there to him. I'm going to show you. This is how I do it as well. go to trucks. You hear the trucks? I can hear the trucks outside. Normally I would do it like this. Look. You see this right here? Look at this batch right here. But I don't know how this is good to go right here. Look. Can y'all see this? This is moss right here on deck. Sea moss. Look. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Oh yeah, y'all can see it. Look at that moss. That's the moss right there. I'll come here right here. Power up. Sea moss gels right here. See? Winning formula right there. But normally I would have threw this in the jar for him, right? I would have threw this in the jar and shipped it to him. But being that this is for locals right here. You know, guys on the job, fighters at the gym, coaches. Because see, this been sitting in the refrigerator, right? Now, had I made a fresh batch, see one thing about me, before I close, I want to, let y'all know this, right? I'm not gonna ship you some more because it'll probably go bad. But if I just did it and I didn't put it in the refrigerator, I would ship it to you because as long as you ain't put it in the refrigerator, it should be good, right? But once you put it in the refrigerator and you ship it, because it's gonna take at least a day or two, priority shipping. You know, man, this got cinnamon. This is cinnamon, nutmeg, and honey. This one is fire. You want some sea moss? The trucks are outside. To pave the road. They're pulling up. Can't see them right there. You can see them if you go outside. But you don't need to go outside. Yeah. So go to sleep then.
This hand's asleep.
It is?
I use this hand.
Okay. That is Coach Reen on the scene. Man, this is a fire moss right here.
Pumping.
Huh?
It's pumping.
All right, so turn it off. Turn it off. You can turn it off.
I put it on last night.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so we are going to get up out of here. Gumbo, your order is on the way today.
They missed some spots.
No, they didn't miss no spots. They broke the road up. They're going to pave it now.
What's paving?
Blacktop. Pavement. But yes, you guys be blessed.
Like
enjoy.
a smooth road?
Yes, a smooth road. Yes. You guys enjoy your day.
Ew, Messiah.
Be blessed. Yes, be blessed. You know the vibe. Where's my hat at, man? I want to promote Wise Owl Bobson. Damn, don't even have my hat.
You can use the shirts.
Now the shirts is out there, but shout out to Wise Owl Bobson and Charles Conwell. With that being said, you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Zaga, yaga.
Wait. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Give us a huge thumbs up.
Screw you.
Look.